This is a very short class on selection methods and issues in selection methods. Now it's one class of 10 or one video in 10 that make up the class. I should say it that way, I think. So it's important that you look at all of the videos. Some are a little longer than others, but I've simply broken one very large video into smaller parts for ease of download and ease of study. But please look at all of the parts, so there are 10 of them. In this one, we're going to look at issues around organizations and the types of selection processes that the organizations may put in place. The organization is trying to get methods in place that will enable them to select the right candidate for the job. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to employ the wrong people, people who misunderstand the requirements of the work, or people who are in conflict with the work, and people who don't work easily in teams or within the environment, the work environment. So they want to select people who are appropriate. And in order to help them in the selection process, not only will they look for an application form or a CV, a curriculum vitae, but they may also go through other channels to try and help them gain insight into the people that they're going to employ, so that any problems can be identified before a decision is made. Clearly, the sophistication of the selection process will be a function of the type of work that is on offer, the type of work that's being considered. If it's a straightforward occupation, then perhaps the selection procedure can be quite relaxed and simply looking for people who can do the particular job. But if it's a highly specialist, highly paid placement within the business, then perhaps more sophisticated procedures will be instituted, and experts may be even called in to help in the selection process. The most popular methods used by organizations, particularly for high quality appointments, may include not just interviews. Obviously interviews are going to take place, but not just interviews. There may be tests, there may be psychological tests conducted by experts. There may be aptitude tests to try to gauge the person's ability to problem solve and to think round problems and lateral thinking and so on. There might be the use of assessment centres. Now these are centres usually away from the workplace, conducted by experts in selection and manned by experts in selection, and the applicants for a particular job may be sent there, may be requested to go there for a day or perhaps even a couple of days. And in that period, they'll be observed by the people at the assessment centre. They'll be given particular tasks to complete. They'll be assessed for their ability to work in groups, to form teams, to problem solve. Their communication skills may be assessed. They might be assessed on different fronts, many different fronts. So assessment centres have become quite popular. Again, the feedback from the assessment centre will help the company to select the right person. That's the objective. Clearly, references are important. References are based on what someone in the past felt about the person. They pick up what someone else in authority, perhaps a previous manager or a teacher or a tutor of some sort, or someone of responsibility who was in contact with the applicant in the past, what they felt about their particular abilities, their skills, their aptitudes, their achievements, but also look at their weaknesses, what they could not do or what they found difficult try to be as honest as possible in the reference, and the references are then used as a part of the selection process. That's all I'm going to deal with in this session. So it's quite a straightforward, quite a short class, but as I said, there are 10 of them in this particular setting, and it's important that you look at each of them. But that's all I'm going to do here. I'm going to just simply talk about, set up the idea of interviews, tests, assessment centres and references, and we'll return to these themes later in the classes. So I'm going to leave it at that and say thank you for watching.